Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
How's everybody doing today? It's Monday. Sorry we're a little bit late, but we got to get back into the go of it again. I'm just sitting here as usual, looking through the papers, and I see a few interesting things I'd like to talk about this morning. One of them is this Lockerbie.
You folded my magazines.
No, you did.
No, you folded my
In
magazines.
the bag. You folded
I
them.
didn't have them in a bag.
You put them on the side of the seat.
Oh, please.
This Lockerbie aircraft, I don't remember how many people actually remember it, but a lot of people were killed. The plane literally shook apart, and people just fell out of the sky. Boeing.
Oh. No, I mean, what airline?
That's Boeing 777. So it was, what do they say? Malaysia. It says a Malaysia airline, so I guess they don't have a name. But it's made by Boeing. And now, again, we're going through where air travel is supposed to be one of the safest modes of transportation. Again, we have planes shaking apart. And they actually show a picture, look, of the door falling off in mid-flight.
Oh, God.
That's crazy.
Who got that picture? It's like a little strange. How are you going to get a picture of a door falling off in mid-flight? You there taking the picture?
Oh, all right, what happened was the Vietnamese people.
Shot it down.
No. It was there. This door was actually found on the ground. This picture is of the plane, what it looked like. But it's showing you what's happening. You know, and just be aware of what's going on. And we just need stricter airline rules on the mechanics of the planes, you know? And my heart goes out to their families.
I'm on the air, what?
Now,
I'm on the air.
here's another thing, and...
Okay, hold on. I'll put you on speaker. Why don't you just call the studio? Okay, fine. Bye. People.
He's cackling already. I hear my bro cackling already.
Listen. I got to go to this. I'm sorry. Kim Kardashian was paid $500,000 to date a creepy old man. She's a nasty hoe.
She is a hoe.
Ew.
But that proves my point about the Kardashian women. If you got $1, you got a Kardashian.
Oh my God.
So
it's
now
disgusting.
we're gonna have the
This dude, man, you paid $500,000 to get what?
nothing just to be seen in public with Kim Kardashian. That's like paying $7 to go see Lindsay Lohan in a movie.
You're creepy.
I love Lindsay. I really do. She's my girl. She's a little crazy.
Oh, my nose is running.
But she's a little nutty, but I love her because how could you not? She's from Long Island, and it seems now. Here we go.
She played your cousin.
Yeah, she played my cousin in a movie. Here's the thing. We have the Kardashians, the Lohans.
Hold on. Good morning, Madhouse.
Hey,
Good morning. How are you?
hanging in there, relaxing, watching TV. I call you guys to see what's up.
Drew, listen to this. I came up with something.
Came up with something, that's an original thing.
Yeah, it's a very original. It's about the people from Long Island who become famous. We have Lindsay Lohan,
Okay.
the Kardashians.
They're not from Long Island.
Yes, they are. They're from Wading River.
Well, you know what? They're fake as hell. The only people I know, famous people that I know personally, is Public Enemy, Busta Rhymes, Leader of the New School, Eddie Murphy, DJ Johnny Juice Rosado, Terminator X,
Isn't he a wrestler?
and Nick Foley, the wrestler,
Yes.
and me.
Well, you're far from famous. But
Well, we were
that's all
sitting
right.
there, and I'm reading the magazine.
But wait. We
Kim
have.
Kardashian got paid $500,000 to date a
What?
creepy old man.
What?
She got
Yeah.
$500,000. Kim's date from hell. Kim tries to make an easy money and lives to regret it.
Well, she's useless as tits on a bull anyway.
Right.
Can't
Now,
make up her mind anyway.
but here was that.
She's with Kanye West. He's a jerk off anyway.
Yeah, I have no use for that guy.
Neither did I.
You know, what really kills me is like we have Amy Fisher, Lindsay Lohan, and the Card.
Hold on. She got Amy Fisher. Ain't she your relative?
Yes, she's my cousin, and Lindsay played her in Long Island Lolita, along with the other girl, who I think did a good job, the girl from Charmed. What was her name? The dark
Alyssa
hair.
Milano.
Melissa Milano?
Yes,
Melissa
I love Melissa Milano.
Alyssa Milano.
Well, she was another girl from Long Island who was smart. She took care of herself the right
I'm trying
way.
to get this guy's name.
But it's like all the women on Long Island that seem to become famous become hookers.
Or psychos.
Right, or psychos. And I think that's a pretty sad statement for Long Island. You know, we have talent, but it goes wild for some reason.
Oh, this dude was from
I
Australia.
know. Like this lady named Annie Anderson, too.
Yeah, she was another person I knew, and she seemed to got a little bit of fame and became retarded.
Well, you'll become a nun because you ain't getting none today, none tomorrow, none the next
I
day.
ain't never getting none any.
Better remember that. Better remember that.
To the window.
From now on, I changed my name to Father Paul.
That's it. Hey, you know the thing? Young boys, your pride enjoy.
Yeah. That's
Good morning,
crazy.
Pop. How you doing?
I'm doing good. You know, we do a run for that Sandy Hook people, right?
Yes, we do.
Now, I'm lit. This guy Lanza, his dad, the kid that killed all those people, his father actually started to talk, and is starting to meet with the victims of Sandy Hook. He's reached out to them, and he was actually afraid to live in his own house and eat because he's so positive that his son was going to kill him. And
Sure.
instead, he killed the mother.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
he said it's sad that his only son turned out to be like that. And he's actually asking the people not for forgiveness on behalf of his child, but on behalf of themselves and and what his family was also a victim of his son's insanity.
But, you know, that is an extra gene
But wait a
in
minute.
your DNA that makes you a serial killer, a rapist, a psychopath. It's an extra gene you have in your DNA, which is scientifically proven. So,
Can I ask a question
Really?
though? Wasn't it the fact that it was just the mother and the son living together?
Because the father was afraid.
The father wasn't living in the household anymore.
No, 'cause
they got divorced.
But if he knew that there was something wrong with his kid, hello, get some help.
You know what? But you can't say nothing, mommy dearest, no wire hangers.
Well, you know what? Mommy Dearest ain't here no more. That's why she's Mommy Dearest. I mean, I know for a fact that we support this this cause here, the Sandy Hook. You know,
Right.
me, you, Laura, Pops, and a bunch of other members of our family.
In our club.
Yes,
Our club.
our club, Brotherhood of United Bikers, and we support. You know, we support them. We have our Connecticut chapter that does a lot of help for them. We go to Boston, we go to Connecticut, all over. Like, again, Spike.
coming up.
April Grease was May 3rd.
Yeah,
May 3rd.
he sits there and he does many good runs for them.
He does a great job, Spikey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah. He
Want to
put,
get Madhouse on there on board with that. I talked to Dan and just maybe talk to him.
yeah, I mean, that would be great. I mean, we're sitting there and we're going to be doing a run May 3rd with them.
you know what might be really cool?
But,
If
yeah.
we can get a hold of Terry,
And she would come out and film it.
grab the camera and do an on-site show, like film it that Saturday and air it
Yeah.
that Monday. I think that would be really fantastic to show the people how the biker community is reaching out to the people of Sandy
Sandy
Hook
Hook.
and letting them know that they are not alone.
Same thing with Boston. The Boston Marathon bombing. We get involved in that also. You know?
Remember, pretty much the whole community of Newton and the biker community paid for that, especially Brotherhood of Bikers,
That memorial.
memorial. The big
Oh.
one with the angels and everything.
That's amazing.
Yes.
I just got chills. That's amazing there.
And
That memorial for all of them.
I think I'm going to contact my sister and make her go with us and do that.
Oh my God, you sure?
No.
I know. She thinks she has a GoPro. She has a
Listen.
regular TV
Hello?
studio camera
I need to
connected
cut
to a
you off. We have a
handlebar.
special guest here in the studio right now.
Yeah, she's going to be
So
coming
what I'm
on in
going
a
to do
few
is
minutes.
in a minute, I'm going to go have a talk with her. And,
And I'm just going to sit here and pick my nose.
you can talk to Drew for a minute, but I'm going to go to commercial.
Did you see
while I
this?
talk
I
with
want
her.
to know how they do
All right?
this. Lindsay,
Hey, your 2 fingers up, wave your 2 fingers.
yeah, I got to use my right hand. I cannot use my left hand. Lindsay Lohan's dad. How did this guy talk this kid into getting $50,000 out of his pocket?
You do everything you can for your kids. You, of all people, know that.
Yeah, but look at that.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have 2 practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our 2 offices. Thank you.
Good morning. To my immediate right is Ellen Pellegrino. She is, you own Windows on the Lake.
I do.
Yes, very good. There we go. I knew that. I remembered that because I heard it about 40 times. Because you were here, and every time someone would mention your name, they would go, Ellen, Window on the Lake. Ellen. So I was going to introduce
I
you.
am other things as well, but okay.
Right. That was you. Seem to be known for that here.
Right.
So I was going to introduce you as Ellen, Window of the Lakes.
It's all good.
I grew up in
Window
Ronkonkoma.
on the lakes.
Yeah, it's Windows on the Lake.
And
On the
we
lake.
have another one on the other side of the lake.
Well, you used to, the last I remember you talking to Tommy, and you said you have the bowling alley or the
We
bar?
do.
You do. That used to be
The Lighthouse
Jack's.
Bowl. Yeah, we're going to have a reunion.
Are you, Jack?
I'm working with Elaine from the Bunkhouse,
Yes.
and we're going to be doing a KISS reunion, and we're going to do like an honoring to Jack. You know, we're doing an award, the red carpet with all the drag queens.
Oh, you got to let us know.
It's going to be over the top.
You know a lot of them.
Fun.
I used to, every now and then, I used to go there for 4th of July. And someone used to say to me, why would you go to a gay bar for 4th of July? I said, 1, because I know Jack.
Yeah.
2, because I'm always treated well.
Yeah.
And I always get a
And
good
3,
seat.
because my son's always there.
Yeah, my son is one of those gentlemen who's very happy.
One of those
Very
gentlemen.
colorful, very fun.
Yeah, my son's
My son's
very,
outrageous. My
He's
son,
awesome.
he's amazing. He's,
I love him.
I think he's going into his 4th year next year, next semester.
Next semester.
His 4th year of college.
He's got 2 years
Yeah.
left. He'll have
And
his degree.
he's going for a special ed teacher, and he's just like,
They're heart of gold.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
sweetheart.
But his fiance is a little dry.
Well, you got to have balance.
Right.
He's Colombian.
Have one over the top.
One's
and, you know.
Colombian,
yeah.
one's Italian.
But you know what? He knows when
Sounds
to
very
be
hot
over
and
the top.
spicy. Yeah.
He knows when to be over the top and when to like just be Gino.
Yeah,
Right.
my
You know, he's
everybody,
outrageous. I love him to death.
everybody
he's
that
one of
knows
15
him
kids,
loves
so
him.
you can imagine.
Even at work,
Really?
he works at Walmart,
Yeah.
and the managers, everybody just loves the shit.
He went to school to be a hairdresser.
Really?
Yeah,
everything,
he's licensed.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's that guy that he's friends with, that real famous hairdresser?
Vox, I don't know what his
Some
name.
guy named Vox?
Okay.
Yeah, guy. He's a West Coast guy. It's like
Right.
$500 for him to take an inch off your hair, and he just happened to meet my son,
Uh-huh.
and they clicked off. And every time he would do a show here, my son would go. And
Right.
he personally was teaching my son as well as school. So he got the best of both worlds. He got the practical
Well-
and the use.
You know what's really fun is I have windows and I have a beach club, and inside the beach club I
You
have
have the
my new
salon,
salon.
that's what I was gonna
right.
tell him.
So
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
happens is we were working on with Peter because Peter came by here and he's flaming. He's flaming fabulous. So he just does color. He doesn't do cut. But we were working on creating transformation, transsexual transformation. So in other words, if somebody wanted to get all dolled up and didn't know how to go about it, it's very private, so they can come by us and get love.
See, that's
and learn how to
yeah.
Yes, how to care.
express themselves the
Yes.
way they
Yeah,
want to.
yeah,
Which I
100%.
think
I feel
is
very
That's the way it should
comfortable.
be.
Yeah.
extremely important.
So your son could come and help and play.
Yeah.
And we could do a
love to.
shoot
Yeah.
to see somebody that you would think is a stockbroker,
You have
Yeah.
and
got
then
to see
behind the
my son
scenes with
Gino.
heels.
Yeah, I
He does
used,
his sisters up every time somebody
I've been
goes
there.
somewhere. Gino's there doing it.
I used to work in a few clubs on Long Island.
Uh-huh.
And one night, my sister, I won't say the name of the club because I don't think it's there anymore. The owner said to Terry, you think your brother can come watch the door? And she calls me, I'll go watch the door. What's the big?
Right,
A bunch
sure.
of people. I did not know it was TV night.
Ah.
And I'm at the door, and I walk in,
Yeah.
and I see this girl sitting at the counter, and she looks at me, and she says, oh, my God. She says to the owner, I'm really nervous.
Right.
And it sounded pretty feminine. And all
It
of a
wasn't.
sudden I hear, all of a sudden I hear, yo, it's your shot. And I look over, and there's this guy, 6'4", crank diesel, makeup, hair, and he dressed horribly. And really,
He needed a little love.
yeah, he needed a lot of love. And I'm like staring at him, and he turns to his friend, and he goes, I think he's going to hit me. Dude, you could rip my arm off and leave me a stump. And
But
you're
how
wearing
sensitive
a
he is.
dress. And yet, and I found out the guy was a construction worker, very
you
big
don't
into
know.
cement. And he was a very nice guy, but he was very intimidated.
Right.
Now, the friend that you had here with you the other day,
Yes.
he's one of the people that do the colors and stuff.
He's like a walking encyclopedia with skin, so he's wonderful with facials and things like that. He does hair color. So if you wanted to do something over the top, which you love fun stuff, obviously,
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
tell.
you're very cool.
Yeah.
That he
I
knows
love
how
that.
to make sure your color stays vibrant and do different
Really?
things. He's incredible.
Very
You
nice,
should
yeah.
hook up with him.
We'd
Because,
love to give you love. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. One,
because
yeah.
I know a lot of people in the community, gay community.
It's not even the gay community. It was just
Everybody.
everybody.
You
No,
know.
honestly, most of the guys. I remember going to
Excuse me.
Jack's bar when he was on by where you are in the front,
Okay.
and it was 4th of July, and I'll never forget this. And I'm dancing, I'm having a good time.
Was that when the fireworks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I
And
remember that.
These people wanted to see the fireworks. They had their children with them. So Jack said, you know what?
All right.
Everybody be cool.
Yeah.
We're going to let them in. Well, they're walking through the bar. They hit the dance floor. And Grandma had to be about 80. She stops. She's looking around and we're like, well, that's up with Grandma. And she was like, oh, okay. And she kept on walking.
Right.
Her granddaughter had to be about 7.
Right.
Walks up to this guy and goes, hey, Grandma, that's not a girl. We were like, wow, this kid just like scoped it right out. The next thing we knew, Grandma was at the bar.
Uh-huh.
We duct taped the kid in the back. These people had such a blast.
I bet.
And
That's what
the
life is
husband
about.
said it. He goes, I was very homophobic.
Right.
He says, until I
you
came
get to
here and
meet
actually
everybody.
Yeah, it's the
interacted
best.
and see that everybody here just
You know what?
He's
Sexual
all
orientation
Doesn't
has,
matter.
doesn't have to do with anything.
No.
I mean,
Well,
people
it's all
are
about
great.
the heart.
That's it.
That's
And
it.
you're getting off the subject because
Yeah, she's
wanna
doing a
talk about
holistic
her-
thing, like
her event that she's got coming up.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
really exciting stuff. Talking about the heart. That's what this is about.
I was thinking about coming. I just,
Oh, you would. I would
I'm
love
gonna
you
check
guys
it
to do a
out.
show there because everybody there you would think would be out there,
Mm-hmm.
but they're awesome, and it's about
Oh,
teaching
shit.
people.
she's got psychotic. needs.
I have lots of psychics. But what's really fun is it's so many different types of psychics, so many different types of holistic healing. I mean, people. It's funny. There was this one young lady. It was called Suffolk County Women in Business.
okay.
And they did an event, and they had a psychic, and they had me there, and I do holistic healing, and I do intuitive things as well. So everybody knows me from Windows on the Lake and from catering and special events.
Right.
So we did a showcase with Elizabeth Joyce and me, and we pulled somebody out of the audience. We had somebody, do you have a pain issue? Do you have something going on? And she's like, yeah, So she came out, and she's like, this stuff is all bullshit.
Yeah,
I've
so
never
then-
really gotten too much into
Oh, it's
the holistic
so
stuff.
fabulous.
This looks
And
interesting.
my friend Lauren, she.
I
big
wish we
on
would
it.
have had this Saturday.
What Saturday? Oh, at the meeting?
Yeah, at the meeting.
Oh, don't worry about it.
No, because we got a lot of crazy women who need to be psychotic.
Well, you know what?
clean.
I'm going to take one up flyers.
Yeah,
and
take
I'm
as
gonna-
many as you want.
I'm
I got
going
lots
to I'm
Yeah.
gonna talk to everybody as we get together.
We'll put them out in the tattoo parlor
That would be crazy
Yeah.
awesome.
and 7-Eleven.
But
Would you let her speak?
I'm just trying to help her out. I'm just trying. I'll leave, and then the two girls
no,
can
you gotta
talk.
sit there and listen and let her talk.
No, I feel like a Puerto
ahead,
Rican.
sir.
I'm between a blonde and a dark-haired woman. So between the two of you, I feel like a Puerto Rican.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I enjoy.
It's about understanding yourself. There's holistic people that will tell you things that you would think nobody would know of. And it kind of validates where you are and makes you realize everything you are is everything you're meant to be. Because everybody's always trying to change to form to be everybody else expects of you.
Yeah.
No.
No,
You're
it doesn't
meant
work
to
like that.
follow
You can
your,
sing.
your heart.
Yeah.
And what happens is we talk about your soul light and your essence. And in order to enjoy your life, you have to live it from your own truth.
Right.
And so they show different ways about law of attraction, what is it that you really want, what you know what you don't want. You don't want to be miserable, you don't want to feel like shit,
Yeah.
God willing.
Yeah.
But it shows you how to attain the things that make life matter. In other words,
Filter out the garbage.
yeah.
Take away the negativity. And I always said it to Andy,
Exactly.
you hang out with positive people, you become positive.
They're all amazing.
You have to.
Yeah.
Like, I have a sister. My older sister, the old C-head. we call her
Negative all the
witch.
way.
Oh, no.
All the way.
And she always tells me, why don't you shave? Even when I was a young kid, I always had long hair. I always had a beard, leather jacket. And she, you would look so much nicer if you shaved and you cut your hair.
It's not him,
And
though.
honestly, I
Oh,
went to
he's
the
awesome the way
military.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I come home, I'm bald. I got a little mustache. And I said, you know what? Now I look like the other 40,000 guys. I'm not me. And one of my friends, Drew, always tells me, try to blend in. I can't blend in.
No.
I can't. I'm a biker. I cannot change my stripes. I
Yeah.
cannot. And everybody gets mad at me. Why don't you do this? Because even if I shave my beard, shave my hair, I'm still going to be me.
Which is
I
awesome.
can't, and it just pours out. She can only be Annie. You can only be Ellen. I can't make
That's
you
it.
into, or anybody cannot
Right.
make you into anything else. And when you conform to other people's will,
Yes.
that's when you become sheep.
Right.
And sheep usually just led to slaughter.
Right.
And you got to be true to yourself.
Well, that's what this is what it's
that's
all
what that's
about.
truly about.
It really
it's
is.
finding yourself and
It was funny. It's like I'm very young, married into an Italian family. And my mother-in-law was always like dictating what I should do, how I should do it, how I should do laundry, how I should do this and that. And I guess my kids, my girls are finally at that point, 13 and 14, they know how to beat the hell out of you. They're trying to find
Yeah.
their own way, so
Yeah.
they're kind of being a
trying
little,
to find their spot.
I
yes.
think we've all gone through that with a 13 to 14-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, now they're 29 and 28.
Oh, wow.
But when they were that age, I went to a guy whose name was Peter Roth, which that was my maiden name, and he asked me my birthday, the time I was born, and all these different things about me. And then he gave me a CD. And then I realized everything I am, my personality traits, is everything I'm supposed to be. That I don't need to
Right.
be like my mother-in-law, perfect and
Yeah.
totally organized. And I'm creative, I'm artsy, I'm over the top.
That's who you
Yeah,
are,
right.
and that's
That's-
fantastic, espally in this world, this
You
day and
gotta
age.
be.
You need
Yeah, you
to
got to be your own person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be true to yourself.
Yeah.
It's quoted millions of years.
I guess that people are afraid of people that are artsy and out there and creative and
Right.
loud and
there's nothing wrong with
they're
that.
afraid
There's
of what they
nothing-
see. And you know what? But when they open up and they take it in,
Yeah.
and they're like, wow.
Right.
They're like,
All of a sudden, they
should've
realize
been
it's
like
a whole
this.
nother world.
Yeah, I should have like
That's-
accepted this years ago
Right.
because it might let their
Well,
craziness
I
out.
think, exactly, because I think everybody
Yeah.
lives behind this mask of what the world expects
Yes.
from me,
Right.
because that's the way they were brought up.
Yes.
And the more they release
There was
that,
an
the
image.
more,
Yeah.
yeah.
I grew up with my sister Peggy and her husband. Came from a lot of money.
Okay.
You
Those were most of the
shouldn't
people who are
smoke.
miserable.
Yes.
like you.
It was a stuffed
that
shirt.
Is not afraid to show who she is.
That's-
They are.
Right.
See, and that's
right.
my problem. That's her
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Not that we're out there. We try to be over the top. It doesn't
So
happen.
we are.
I can't be
I am
around
who I
people
am.
that
I mean, my brother and my sister.
We
are
couldn't
totally
make this
different.
up
No.
or plan
No.
this,
Oh,
who
no.
we are.
I was told for years, don't smoke in front of certain people, dress a certain way. And I used to tell them, bite me. What do I care about these people? I meet you Monday. Who gives a shit about Tuesday? I'm back at the bar. I'm with my friends. I'm having a good time.
This is what she remember the other day.
The
she was
crystal.
talking about the
I'm
crystals
into
and everything
crystal.
else.
So cool.
We have a spot in Florida.
Yes.
Okay, that we go down to, and it's amazing. It's bigger than the studio,
Okay.
and it's like the crystals call you. You know
Yeah, you
what.
can hear them humming.
I have a friend of mine who's into crystals and different things, and we were walking past the window,
Right.
and there's pinkish purple. It
When we
Oh
go
my
down
God,
there,
it
we'll
was-
send you a picture because you're
I would
not gonna
adore
believe.
it.
now that I go
Fabulous.
down there,
Yeah.
I
I'm
go
gonna
in there
find
and
the
I touch
best
all the
crystal for
crystals.
her.
No, it's what I keep stones with me at all times. I have them
I have
in
it in
my
my
drawer,
pocketbook,
right.
in my wallet.
Well, I
But
keep it close. Like in other words, the pink one, the rose quartz. If
Right.
you're having a low vibrational day and not feeling yourself, that's self-love. So you can nutritionally balance yourself. You can do it energetically with stones.
Yes.
So we're going to have a workshop there. You're going to meet this
See,
young
now
lady
I'm
from
interested in
Nebraska
that. A friend
of mine
who's going
gave
to teach
me-
you. Yeah.
she
about
I'm
that.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
okay.
She gave me rocks.
Yes.
She gave me stones. I don't call them rocks, I call them stones. But I don't get a good
Feeling.
yeah
Right.
They all have
from
different
them,
vibrations.
so I don't carry them with me.
You know what? There's a way to cleanse them. There's
Yeah,
a
the
full
salt and
moon-
the full moon and taking out the bed. Yeah,
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
And the more, in other words, the person that maybe had them, maybe had their own issues.
Yes.
And then energetically,
oh, 100%.
yes.
Pressed
So,
onto it.
yes.
It's like wearing jewelry.
Yes.
Once you wear jewelry, no one should put that on their hand.
Unless it's a positive person,
Right.
and then you're bringing that close to your heart.
Well, that's like with the
You
stone
know what I
crystal.
realized
Shh, don't
I'm
even talk to
missing?
me.
No,
I'm talking
no,
about something.
no.
The crystal that I
My
I
medicine
found,
bag.
I,
I'm missing
your medicine
my
bag's been gone for a while.
I just realized, you're talking about crystals. I had a
You
medicine
get another one,
bag,
shh.
and I used to wear it all the time, and I don't know what happened to it.
But what I was saying was this crystal like called me as for her, not for me.
Right.
And I actually, it was beautiful. I had to buy it for her.
Well, when we were in Disney, we were at the freaking that stupid store with dinosaurs. I don't know, the rainforest.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
they had a rock.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that cut in half like,
Yeah,
like
and
a
it says,
geode.
Yeah,
break-
yeah.
The inside
break
has this
the rock.
beautiful.
Yeah,
it's
mine,
gorgeous.
believe
I
it or
bought
not.
one,
Yeah.
and
It would
I
not break
couldn't
open.
crack
It
this
would
rock.
not crack
I took
open.
it out and actually was banging on the floor like a monkey. I looked like a caveman.
Maybe it was when you were ready to open up yourself. There was just something that
But
was
when it
going
when
broke,
on.
I broke,
It broke into a bunch of pieces. I have it. I have the whole
Fabulous.
thing.
And one whole side, I mean, the color just like went boop,
Boom.
lit up the
Yeah.
room. And people, the lady behind me goes, "What the hell?" I said, "Well, there's the rock. It's like 3 million
It was
years old.
amazing.
I don't know what's in it." And they
Fabulous.
tell you, we don't know what's
No,
in it.
because
All
it's a
we
foot. It
know-
looks like a regular
It's a rock.
Rock,
And
exactly.
they put it in a
You
machine
take
that
a
cracks
chance.
it,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to break in half. I think mine broke into like 4 or 5 different
Yeah.
pieces.
Very beautiful.
It split,
Yeah.
and then when the pressure came down, it split the top, it broke, and then it banged down real hard, and the bottom pieces broke into
So
three.
what were the colors inside?
Purple, a lot of magenta,
Yeah,
um,
white.
deep magenta in the bottom, and then it came clear to the top. So it was, I was more excited about this than I broke the stone. Give me a hammer. Hey, a rock. Typical guy, you know.
Now this
Yeah.
is on the 15th of this
Correct.
month.
It's this week and this
Oh, this
weekend.
weekend.
This
Saturday.
weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which I really would like to go.
Oh.
We can.
And if you want to, there's workshops and lectures. And if you wanted to interview it, there's a young lady who does the stones who you would adore her energy. Very pure of heart, loving. Then there's a chiropractor, young man who travels the world and does different things in different
Nice.
countries to help people. But he talks about the nervous system and breath and how important that is, your state of mind and your state of being. So if you're like, and you're always not able to take that full breath, you
Yeah.
could be anxious, you could be going through different things. But when you ground yourself, you're more empowered.
Yeah.
So there's a whole slew of different things, learning about GMOs, about the different things that are, what might be affecting your immune system, you know. So if you get those things, you can surround yourself with things that make you feel good.
Yeah.
So learn negative, learn positive, and do what the hell you want. But at least come from a place of understanding.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing, is understanding anything. I've learned through the years, like, I've seen a lot of things in my life. And Lloyd's friend was on the radio with Scheller and Lloyd. And Lloyd says, "You know, you got to change." And the guy's a doctor.
Right.
He says, "Are you listening to anything that this guy is saying?" He goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "He has learned to remove himself from situations or see situations, and he's able to change it from a negative to a positive, and it's an even flow. It doesn't rolls. That's why he got as far as he is. That's why
Yes.
he is the person he is, because he has hindsight for some reason
Yeah.
that he knows what's good and what's bad for him, and he
Right.
tries to surround himself what he needs.
Right.
And he said, from every bad experience I've ever had,
Right.
I've drawn the
Wrong.
positive out and left the negative.
Yes.
And Lloyd was like, there's so many things. I said, Lloyd, I can write 3 books
Sure.
on my life. And I tried to tell him, when you're in life, you just got to learn. And that's what this is. It's all about learning. It's about learning you.
You. Not you can't always figure out other people, but
Right.
at least yourself.
Learn, if you understand,
No,
They don't
we
even know
we cannot figure out
themselves.
other people.
Right, you can't.
if
Yeah.
you understand you and
That's
know
it.
you,
Right.
you cannot be taken off your feet.
That's true.
Because then no one can hurt you, because you can see that coming down your path
Right.
and go, you know what, I think I'm going to sidestep this one. And you learn.
It
You're
sounds silly, like somebody could be coming at you in a negative way, and then there's ways you can envision surrounding them with a beautiful orb of light, love of all that, and shift the energy. So there's different things we can do without voicing ourselves, or without, I mean, you can react if you want to, if you feel it serves you, but there's a whole way of really being empowered and controlling the situation around you in a positive way.
Yes, you always have to be positive. You always have
Yo,
to be in
Yeah,
control.
definitely.
In a loving way, yeah.
And I've always preached this, and tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. If you're out of control, if someone
Grouse.
comes at you and you're out of control, and you become out of control,
Right,
there's no happy medium.
right,
And when you're no longer in control
yes.
Hold it.
and out of
Hold
control, you cannot
Hold it.
focus on anything.
Let me ask you a
No.
question.
You lose.
Excuse me.
It's true.
Mr. Out of Control himself.
I only got out of
Paulie-
control
Paulie
that
gets
one
out of
time.
control.
One time.
When he's out of control and he's like really, really angry,
I get so bad
nope,
I pass
he
out.
gets so bad that he blacks. He doesn't pass out. He blacks out.
He shuts
And the
down.
only way, believe it or not, that
Yeah.
he comes back,
Uh-huh.
I come up behind him and do this. I literally have to come up and
It's-
put my
it's
hands on his
a few
chest
times.
and like
Beautiful.
back him up, and he like, and his friends will come on. They don't. He doesn't
The more you
listen.
touch me, the more
But
aggressive I want
if
to be.
I go up
Right.
to him and I'm like, come on, it's okay,
Right.
and I touch him, he'll come back. And I guess maybe it's the energy I have with him.
It's true, because
That-
maybe when you were doing the service thing, you just like, you shut out, you blocked
Oh,
it
Yeah.
out.
man, it's terrible.
And then your energy grounds him
Yeah,
and brings him back.
That's
It's
something we
terrible.
spoke about the
Remember
other
the guy
day.
in
Somebody,
Patchogue?
hold on, somebody asked us, "What's the difference with me and him?" And
We're
he sat
total
there and says,
opposites.
"Annie grounds me."
Yeah.
And that's funny that you just said that.
we
Yeah.
we were in Patchogue, and it's a true story.
Oh, God.
There, I'm parallel parking into a stall.
Okay.
Guy in the truck comes up and he rolls down his window, and I'm kind of like half in the stall, and he looks at me and he goes, "What kind of moron would back up on Main Street?" And I looked at him and very calmly and said, "An asshole parallel parking getting into the spot." And he said something, and I wasn't sure what he said, but he started to drive away. And I looked at Annie, she told the kids, "Hang on," and I took off like a shot. I dropped his car into whack right after I went.
But his anger used to get
It
him
was
like that.
so
Not no
bad,
more,
I
thank God,
pinned
not
him in
good.
between his door and his car. And I was just about ready to split his head open. And just as I was ready to hit him, I looked at him and I said, "You know what? Today's your day. I'm going to save you money. I'm not going to beat you." And she was like, "You all right?" I said,
I think you
"Totally
already
cool."
traumatized him. I think he's already shit pickles.
Oh, no. As I get back into the car and I move my
You didn't
car,
have to.
he turns around and flips me off. I said, "That's it. It's a wrap." And off I go again. I said, "Now I'm going to beat him." She turns off the car. I jump out of the car.
Yeah.
Because
Start
now-
running.
And I'm running after his car, and I catch him at the light. And just as I get up to him, the light turns green. And my daughter, Rita, says the best thing. I get in the car, and she looks and she goes, "You know, Dad, I think it's time for anger management." She's like, "Get your father to meet." My son's like, "Ah, he's
you?
faster than I am. He's gone. Let him go. He'll come back."
Like I
And then
said,
I
you
said,
already
right.
traumatized him.
Yeah. And then I said to myself, I said, "Dude," I said, "how effing stupid are you that you
Well,
just
I
made,
was on the edge,
that you
but I'm
one,
off
you
the
nearly killed this guy, not
Right.
once but twice."
Yeah. And he
Your
pisses you off
family
again.
is just like, oh, they're in stun. People on Main Street are like, "Dude, he jumped out of his car and he's chasing another one down the street." That's when I realized I was out of control,
Right,
and it's
right.
not good.
Not
And
to
that's
let
when I
other
stopped.
people affect you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I affect you. You don't affect me.
That's it.
I impact you,
Right.
and that's the way you got to be.
You gotta.
And she tells me all the time, "You're so crazy."
Yeah.
Just a month ago, a guy pulls up next to me, gives me the finger. I look at Andy, and I'm like, do I know this guy? And he rolls down the window, he flipped me off, he said, I said, nah, let me go see what his problem is.
Right,
now
right.
I'm foaming a bit.
Right.
I pull up. He actually went to the corner. He made a right-hand turn, and he waited for me. I pulled up. I rolled down the window. I said, dude, what is your problem?
Obviously, he's not feeling good about himself.
Yes.
Maybe he wants a good beating.
He needed a bloodletting. He had one of those George Michael mustaches that was like square, like Juan Valdez.
Yes.
And you can see he dyed his hair black. He was trying to look like Colombian or something.
Right.
And he looks at me, and I was like, dude, do you understand? I will just get out the car and rip your throat out. And he looked at me and goes, you know, you're so weird. And he drove away. And now he caught me off guard because I'm looking at him. I'm going,
I'm weird.
I'm weird. He's got a bad mustache and a bad do, and I'm weird. And I just drove away. And halfway to the studio, I said, you know what? I really have. Now
He's in your head.
Yeah, he's in my head all day. My friends are like, what happened? I said, the dude told me I was weird after he gave me the finger.
I mean,
They
who
were
gives a
like,
shit about what this guy
yeah,
thinks?
they were
He's
like,
about-
didn't
yeah.
you hit him? I was like, call me weird. I just couldn't hit him when he said, you're weird. Like, where the hell did this come from? We're fighting, and you call me weird, cursing me. Give me a reason to belt you. And you look, you're
He
weird.
took you off guard.
Yeah, he caught me off guard. I was just like, wow. And I looked, and he had a Florida license plate. I said, so I hope I run into this guy in Florida because I'm going to drown him. Because he was on my head for 2 weeks. And I just kept looking at his face and was like, oh, and you're weird. Oh, boy. We have mental issues. I left. I was late for work.
But you got to realize when certain things happen, there's things that we're bringing to ourselves that we're meant to look at within ourselves. So what was going on with you at that point that maybe you yourself weren't feeling in total balance because
Yeah, I
of maybe
wasn't.
certain scenarios that
I
were
was stuck
happening
in
in life.
traffic. I was just
Yeah.
trying to get along.
Yeah.
And then he actually made my day. He really did, because I was never in my life. I've been cursed at. I've been punched, slapped, spit at. And
Never called weird.
Called weird. It was just like, ooh, boy. I was like, that's one for the record book. That really is. Because you don't meet people like that.
No.
I think what happened is he realized he was outgunned.
Right.
And
Without a
he
doubt.
was smart because he defused the situation before I did just by saying that.
Right.
And it was a stupid phrase, but it was enough. But my way of thinking,
Right.
it was enough to say, I can't hit this guy. He's unarmed. I just,
He's clueless.
yeah, he's just not going to handle this. I'm going to be in handcuffs. It's just not worth it.
No.
And that's the way I'm starting, me and my friends, finally after 40 years of being violent, we're all starting to say, well, man, maybe there's a better way. You know, and now I'm learning.
Absolutely.
I'm on a new adventure. And this is real, because this is really interesting, because I'm very interested in psychics or anybody that can communicate with anybody.
Well, you're going to learn about not only, you're going to experience things, but it's nice to learn how to do it for yourself. It's kind of
Yeah.
to tune into you, trust validation. I've heard Annie say, I felt chills, so she feels like
Yeah.
that validation. So she's,
She's
tuning
in
into
tune.
that.
She's
Yes.
very in tune.
And so are you.
We went to, I'm trying to think of the guy's name. He's in Huntington. His name is Peter, I believe.
Okay.
And
And,
nice guy.
yeah.
And very nice psychic. And my sister always goes to him. She tells me, he looks at me and he goes, forgive me what I'm going to say to you. I was like, what? And he kept going like this. I'm like, are you all right? He says, no. He says, I'm not accustomed to speaking like this to people.
Right.
I said, well, I'm not saying. He goes, well, I see this big guy
Yeah.
with a lot of tattoos.
Uh-huh.
He goes, he just dropped his drawers. I said, what? He goes, and he's showing me, he's trying to tell you, and he's saying to me, you think yours are big? Mine are bigger. And I started to laugh, and the tears started coming down my eyes. And then Annie started to cry. And he says to him, he says, I don't know who this guy is. He says,
Right.
but for some reason I see a dog between you and Annie.
Right.
And after this whole big thing, he told me a lot about this man. I stood up, I opened my shirt, and he goes, oh my God. On my chest, I have a tattoo that says a memory of dog. And he said to her, he says, your brother, he goes, wait a second. He goes, you're his sister, but you're his brother? He goes, I don't, what? He
How
goes,
does this
it's
work?
not. And I said, he was our president, my brother, her sister, and his name was Dog. This guy had tears in his eyes. He was like, "Oh my God!" He goes, "You know," he says, "since he was passed, he's been contacting me, and he wants you to know that he appreciates everything you're doing for his family and showing him all the love."
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? He validated for me the first time in my life, and I never met him other than a handshake.
That this is real.
Yeah, that he knew nothing.
Yeah.
And then he said to me and Annie, and my sisters were with us.
Yeah.
He says, there's a little boy standing between the two of you, and he wants to say, he loves you. My sister looked, and he says, your son? And I said, yeah. And my sister started to cry. I never told him me and Annie lost a baby 17 years ago. It was a personal thing.
Sure.
And he said, I was never meant to be, but I love the fact that you were my parents. And I'm waiting when you come, you'll be there. So it was nice. And when you go see him, you can tell he's genuine
Yeah.
because he doesn't ask you nothing, just your name.
Yeah. And that's what this is all about.
That's
Yeah.
a true psychic.
Purity.
And, you know,
And it's supposed to give you that sense of peace.
yeah, and he does. When you leave there, you leave like so it's such a weight off your shoulder.
Yeah. That's
Like my mother and father, my mother and my grandmother always tell her, how are you putting up with him? My grandmother tells her, kick him, just kick him. And my mother tells her, just choke the life out of him, he'll be fine, we'll get him up here, and she never met my mother. My mother's been dead 40 years, over
Right.
45 years. And one night the guy says to her, Annie, he says, you were eating ice cream last night? She goes, yeah. She goes, I was sitting on the floor eating ice cream. Your mother said next time put it in a bowl. She actually had a container and was eating out of it. And she goes, look, she goes, ah. So I start laughing. So he goes, well, here's one for you, smart ass. He goes, stop drinking the milk out of the container. I was like, oh, God. I said, how did you know that? She said, her mother was standing behind you trying to shut you into the refrigerator. It was annoying her that you were just drinking the milk and putting it back. So we both got blasted by her mother from a guy that didn't even know us.
Of course.
So we knew there was validity.
Right,
After
sure.
meeting him, that's what really started to change my mind about mediums and psychics.
Ow, sorry about that.
Because now it really came full term because he
I left it
talks
too.
about things that no one would ever, unless you actually knew me or knew her,
Right.
would know.
And even if they did the possibility, they wouldn't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, instead of talking about yourself,
No, I'm not talking about Richard. That's his name, Richard. the psychic.
I'd like Ellen to tell us
I was
a little
telling
more about her life.
Wait, I was telling her about your mother when she yelled at you for drinking that.
I
And
had to scream out of the car.
Drinking, you drinking.
You had the milk.
Yeah, I was the milk guy.
Yeah, it was
We
the night
both got
before,
yelled at.
and excuse me. Actually, we went to visit her. We went to put wreaths on all of their graves that day, the day before, and we went to his dad and my mom and my dad. We can't go to,
Yeah, unfortunately.
so it was weird that night I had a lot on my mind and. Everybody's
That was
sleeping,
funny.
and I had little pints of ice cream, and I'm like, eating it.
It wasn't a pint. It was a half gallon.
But anyhow,
on the pillars, Indian style.
so I'm sitting there eating it and watching
So
TV, and it was like he didn't know, nobody knew.
Right,
So it was like really weird,
right.
you know, that came out. Even like with our son, like
That was
a
another thing
lot
I
of
touched
people,
base to make
you know,
point about
people that were there
mediums.
didn't know about it,
Right.
you know, and it was like, but he's the guy. He's amazing.
He is
really is.
fantastic.
But
He's a true.
Intuitive.
yeah,
flamboyant.
he's like you. He's like, I mean, you have the calmness of you.
Right.
And that's what he has. Like when you
Yeah.
see him, it's
and
just
everything
like he's
he
amazing.
tells you, he records.
Oh.
And then
Yeah,
he
he
sends it to
records
your
it with you.
computer, and
Yeah,
you take
yeah.
it and put it on a flash drive.
Isn't
Or
that
if you
the
give it to him
best?
on a flash drive, he'll mail it to you.
Okay.
So there's never any confusion about what he says.
Right.
And he introduces everybody in the room and then
Right.
tells you who is standing where.
Right.
And then he goes and does.
Each.
He's amazing. He really is. He's very good.
We should have him out on the show.
He's been so busy. He's all over the place now.
Yeah, he's.
We have a group reading coming up in the
I'm going to
summertime.
go through it again. Here's we get smacked again by your mother.
I have to
and
wait
me.
like
They're both standing there. They just go,
like
they
June or
both
July.
beat
I
me up.
have a reading with him.
Well, you had mentioned that sometimes you can go on location.
Excuse me.
If
Yes.
you choose to, and you want to be there Saturday, and whether you want to, how can I say it, talk to some of the people. See
Yeah, I'd
different
like
things,
to
you guys
interview a
would have
few
the
people.
best time.
I would love to. I'm here
Yes.
up and you're there till 8. We get
Yeah.
out of here like 4.
Whatever you want.
I'd love to come down for a
Yeah,
couple of
what
hours.
I'll
Yeah,
do
you
is-
could tape whatever you want. Do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
we have one
Yeah.
of these cameras.
Okay, cool.
So we set it up in a spot. and
But
just-
why don't you try and let the viewers know when it is, what it
Oh,
is,
it's-
how much it is, how
Yeah.
they could reach you. Goodbye, Paulie.
I'm going over here.
So,
Enough talking about the great one.
Paulie
And when
likes-
we come back, I'm going to show you how to open a banana like a monkey.
we've got like 10 minutes left because you talked like a monkey. Goodbye.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You open a banana, right?
Yes,
We pull this way.
yes.
Do you know the monkeys do this?
Really? I did not know that. Look how perfect that is.
Very nice.
I learned that from a monkey.
It doesn't say much for you.
Yes, it does. It's the monkey showed me how not to
Yeah.
gnaw on it and pound it like an orangutan.
Do it the right way.
And they said
They
you
just
just
pinch
pinch
it.
the end
Right.
and pull it apart.
Well, guess
Look at
what
that.
would happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it leaves a black thing on
Go throw it.
it. Goddamn monkey. I always gotta make me look stupid, right, monkey?
By the way,
Yes.
my caller you met Saturday,
Okay.
Tommy Marr,
Okay.
one of the
yes.
owners of Madhouse,
Uh-huh.
he said to tell you hello.
Oh, well, thank you. I just, I think, befriended him on Facebook.
He told me that too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So now your event is when?
It's going to be this Saturday.
Okay.
And we're going to be doing other things on Sunday at the Beach Club Estate in Lake Ronkonkoma.
Okay.
So it's 161 Rose Drive.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful location right on the water. And you're going to meet a lot of wonderful people. We're going to have all the different buildings, all the different areas. We have one elongated building, and we're going to have different people that have things you can take home with if you want, like different stones and things of that nature.
Okay.
There's going to be intuitives down by an area with the Rathskeller in the day. Now we use it as a bridal suite. It's like really charming. And then we have one area we're going to have lectures going on every hour. We're going to have, so you're going to be able to learn about different things. That's
Nice,
free.
nice.
And then there's different workshops. Like Joe's going to be how to take your phone and videotape different energies and
Yeah, you were speaking about that
it's
Saturday.
So
I heard.
fun. You know,
Okay.
I have a like I said, a young lady that works with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I met her at this women's event, and she's like, "Is that stuff true? You know, any of this
Mm-hmm.
intuitive stuff?" And then she started working with me, and you got to see her now. Her whole energy shift from being kind of like quiet and standoffish.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's like projecting herself, and she was videotaping Joe with her phone to get
Right.
and we just put it up on Facebook, and you could see all the orbs. She didn't care less what he said. She was just watching the orbs that she was
Could see,
taping
yeah,
on her
yeah.
phone.
It's
And
amazing when you see it for the first time.
yes,
Yeah.
and you're doing it yourself. It's not somebody
Yeah,
else
yeah,
doing
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, and just a lot of really beautiful people that make you notice things you might take for granted or not notice because we're so busy and running and doing. You
Mm-hmm. Slow
know?
down and breathe.
Right. So it's going to be this Saturday
Okay.
from 10 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then on Sunday, we have a few more workshops that are a little bit longer that we're going to keep it going a little bit more.
Okay, nice.
And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Generally, it'd be $20 for admission, but mention the show and you can come in half price.
Okay,
You know,
nice.
you bring
Thank
a friend. Yeah, why not?
That's great.
And just have the best
I
time.
think I'm going to try and grab a couple of my friends with us.
Can I tell a monkey joke?
No, and the number.
It's funny because one of the guys is doing a workshop on the monkey mind. You know?
Nice.
Yeah, and that's one of the free lectures. And in other words, if you want to tune into you want to kind of not worry about, I got to do this, I got to do this. You kind of like slow down and kind of.
That's my mind. This has got to be done. That's got to be done. I got to do this. I got to do that.
And
I'm like,
what's my attitude? We'll get to it.
yeah.
But there's ways of doing it. You write it down, you get it out of your head.
Yes.
I
you
used
just
to,
see
and
it
it was
fall into
easier for
place.
me to deal with things, and it was more. I was more relaxed when I used
Yeah.
to write it down,
There
and,
you
and
go.
I didn't like. Oh my God, I forgot. Oh my, it's like I got so much jumbled up in here right now. It's like I got to learn to.
I want to tell my monkey joke.
Should. What?
You'll love
do
it.
you have
You'll
a
Yeah,
love
I'm
it.
sure of it.
You have a number where they can reach
Oh,
you,
yes.
so if they want to
Yes.
find more about
Yes.
this.
They can either go 631-696-3977, or you can go to www.ageofnewbeginnings.com and hit Expo, and you'll see a bio of the different people, of the different workshops at the
Nice.
different times.
Now that website is that for is that your website?
That's my website.
So now from now on, if they ever want to go onto that website, they'll find all different things from like the future of different things that
what
you
events
did,
come,
different
coming
events.
events. and
That's
stuff.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, that is great.
Let me tell my monkey joke.
We want to hear it.
No.
Oh my God.
I got two jokes. One about an
No,
alligator.
you get one.
One
Choose
about an alligator.
wisely.
Wait, I got one
Choose
about an
wisely.
alligator,
I
one
already know
about
the
a monkey.
alligator in the bar. Choose wisely.
Okay. Guy goes into a bar with a gorilla. Bartender says, "You can't serve him." He goes, "Look, I'm going to use your bathroom. Gorilla's fine. He goes,
Right.
just remember, he will mimic
Uh-huh.
anything you do."
Right.
So the guy goes in the bathroom. Bartender's standing there looking at the gorilla and goes, gorilla looks at him, scratches back. This is pretty cool. Gorilla scratches his arm. Says, "All right." Says, "Now we're moving." Gets a twitch in his eye and he goes like this. And the gorilla blasts him right in the face. Jumps over the bar, mangles him. Guy comes out of the bathroom. Goes, "What the hell did you do?" He goes, "I went like this. The monkey went like this." He goes, "I go like this. The monkey goes like that." He goes, "I tweak my eye, I get punched." He goes, "Ah," he goes, "that means F you and monkey talk." He goes, "You can't do that." He goes, "Ah, all right." A couple of weeks go by. The guy brings back the monkey. I'm going to get this bastard now. Looking at the gorilla. Gorilla does it back. Guy goes like that. Gorilla does it back. Guy reaches up and grabs a salami and puts it on the counter and goes. Monkey turns around and goes.
I've heard it. I've heard everything.
Did you hear
this
what about
man
the
has to
alligator?
say.
No.
Oh, God.
Guy brings an alligator to a bar.
Okay.
And the bartender says, "You can't have it in there." He says, "Yes, I can."
Right.
He says, "It does not do nothing." He goes, "Show me before you go use my bathroom." He goes, "Fine, watch." Goes over, opens the alligator's mouth, drops his drawers, sits in front of the alligator's mouth. See? Nothing happened. Well, he goes, "Would anybody like to try?" And a little voice from the back says, "I'll try."
Okay.
And it's a gay guy.
Oh, no.
But he forgot one thing. He belts the alligator in the head before he opens his mouth. So the gay guy was, "Oh yeah, I'm good."
Uh-huh.
Belts the gay guy. You see?
Oh,
It's a bashing joke.
okay.
She lost.
No. That's not the way you used
Did
to
you hear the
do
one
it.
about the
What
two
I-
lions? The two lions.
You,
Wait,
that joke
wait,
you
wait,
lost
wait,
because you
wait,
told
I
it
did.
different
Because-
before.
Yeah, I'll fix it. I'll fix it next time I see it.
You can tell her in
But-
private.
Yeah, I'll tell her in private. This is a good one.
I'm sure what he bashes it with, but
Yeah, he bashes the alligator in the head, and the alligator opens his mouth, and the
Right.
guy. Let me tell the joke. I'm not going to sugarcoat the joke. Guy brings an alligator into the bar.
Okay.
Guy says, "You can't have the alligator." He goes, "Yes, I can." He goes, "Watch." Takes a bat, belts it in the head. It opens his mouth. He drops his drawers. He sticks his member in his mouth and goes, "Would anybody like to try?" And the little gay guy in the back yells, "I will, only if you promise not to hit me so hard with the bat."
okay, there it goes.
I tried to change it because Tommy's telling me to be nice.
You said it tastefully.
It's about. Did you hear about the one about the
Listen, we
giraffe?
don't have much more time,
Did
and
you
I
hear the
like.
one about the giraffe that got drunk and walked into the bar and passed out?
No.
And the bartender said, "What's that a lion on my floor?" And two monkeys said, "That's not a lion, that's a giraffe."
You gotta ignore Paulie, okay? Now shush.
So that's not a hairy thing, it's a little thing.
What do we got? Like 10 seconds, 30 seconds.
Now, do you have any other events coming up besides this one, or?
We have a tremendous amount of we have different workshops and classes that we do constantly
Okay.
about,
And they could go on that website and find them out.
yeah,
then.
WWH
Okay.
New Beginnings. Yeah,
This is going to be
Great.
fun.
yeah.
Definitely. So I think we're gonna go on Saturday.
I'm in. I want to see some psychotics.
Well,
You know what I always try to figure
I have
out?
to say goodbye because I gotta go into
Hold
the
on.
control
Yeah,
room. You
yeah.
guys just
Know what I was trying to
I
figure
gotta
out?
end the show in there.
You ever see those psychics that have buildings like in the middle of nowhere?
Yes.
And they never make any money?
Right,
I always said to her, I
Bye.
can never go to those people.
Right.
Because being that you're a psychic, wouldn't you have presence of mind to know that streets suck and you're not going to make any money? So if you can't predict your own future,
Future,
you're
no,
definitely
you're not
not
gonna do
predicting mine. I love it.
that's awesome.
We're out of here. For everybody at Madhouse, this is Paul and Annie. Have a great night. We're here with Ellen, and go see her holistic healing rocks, monkey people.
Evolution.
Yes, the evolution
The
of
health
man
and
from
wellness.
monkey. Go have a good time. We'll see you there Saturday night. We're going to be there. Paul and Annie definitely going to go. I need to see some crystals and I'd like to see a clairvoyant. I really would like to mess with one of them. Just
Okay, well, you have a plethora of ones to play with.
you got it. For everybody, we're out of here.